Oh no.
That's okay. We live now, so there ain't no
Okay. My fault.
Man, I got some stories I want to get into, bro.
Yes, sir.
Some headlines, right? 11 new laws.
Mm.
All right. There will be 11 new laws that come in effect July 1st on rent day. All right. I'm not going to give the long version. We going to breeze right through them. Y'all know the Gemini and me in my show. We going to keep it moving. 11 new laws. Y'all ride with me. It's an amusement park ride law. Was passed that requires parks to alert riders about restrictions on things like weight, height, age, additional equipment regulations, and training for staff and testing will be required as well. They need to do that with the fair. TikTok will be social media platform will be prohibited on school devices. I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
These kids ain't got a phone, but they get a tablet from the school and TikTok on that all day. Never thought about that.
Yeah. We got the notice. We got the email. My son is at SPC.
Yeah.
So we got the email at SPC that, listen, that's it. Last warning. It's over with.
Permitless carry. Setup law. Guns can be carried almost anywhere.
Go into that, King Jeff.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna go into that. I was just waiting. I was like, I kind of. It was double dutch. I stepped back.
Yeah, that's an intense one, brother. Because first things first, everybody who knows me knows that I'm a firearm advocate. I believe in being armed, and if I'm wearing clothes, 9 times out of 10, I'm armed. If I can be legally armed and I'm wearing clothes, I'm armed.
Well, you ain't with.
Exactly.
Hey man, that's what's up.
So this is, naturally, this is not the views of the voice of the people. This is the views of the intellectual gangster.
You don't just wear clothes, bro. You got a whole suit on every time. Listen, I think you severely armed.
Well, I'm not unarmed. I'll tell you that much. Taco Bell used to be strapped up.
I love Taco Bell.
But we got to understand that when you're carrying a concealed firearm, if you are in violation of the law, you were just in violation of the law while carrying a concealed firearm.
Okay.
So if you decide, this is a slippery slope because these laws are going into effect on July 1st. The biggest holiday for DUIs is the 4th of July.
Yeah. So now what happens?
If you get stopped for DUI and you are carrying a concealed firearm, then you just got stopped for a felony with a firearm. Please understand that. Smoking weed is a DUI. And all they got to do is somebody has to say for probable cause is that they smelt it. It could have been a car passing in front of you. But if you get stopped, please understand that your charges now are going to get upped because you got stopped with the firearm. That's how that works.
And for us,
go ahead.
Of the melanated coverage, those will be federal charges.
You will not listen.
No, those will be federal charges.
Come on.
Because that firearm is what keeps their beds full.
Yes, sir. Not just that, it's what keeps the voting rolls empty. Because the elections in 2024, it behooves certain people to have you so that you cannot legally vote in that election.
What? Okay, let's bust into that, right?
Go ahead.
Shout out to our fellow host Jabbar Edwards. Jabbar, man.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't care, man. Listen here. I'll put my stake in the ground. I'm going to put my sword in the ground and stand on it. Jabbar won that election, bro.
Yes, sir.
Jabbar led the effort for felons to get their rights back and to go vote. The last election was one of the few times that Pinellas County went blue.
Yep.
And when if you don't know anything about the election process or the presidential, when Pinellas County votes are counted, they start walking across the stage.
Come on now. Yes, sir.
It's a wrap. Like you in St. Pete, Pinellas County, when they finish counting these votes.
That's the truth.
Who conceded? Who finna step? You finna stand there? It's over with, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to Jabbar.
Yes, sir.
I know the impact that they had because, for one, the law that the Satan put in, which he's attacking the people that are actually going to get the petition signed.
Yes.
That's a operation where these nonprofit and companies don't want to come in here and do that no more. So there's nobody to oppose what they're pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And before he even did that, he started arresting convicted felons. Now, if this the double jeopardy, y'all gave me a voter registration card, but I ain't paid back all my restitution. So you come back and arrest me.
Yep, that's the truth.
All right,
that's the truth. Now, mind you, what people don't understand is because they forwarded the lie that jail is, quote unquote, and being incarcerated is free for the person that's incarcerated.
Ooh.
You hear it all the time. The only place you get free room and board is jail. No, by no means. People don't understand that when an individual is incarcerated, they accrue bills and expenses from the moment they walk in, and you have to pay room and board.
So, especially in the county jail, when you send your loved one $100, you're taking 50 off top.
They stepping on it.
Ooh.
They stepping on it. It gets stepped on.
Yeah. Okay. Finish with the list. Prescription drugs. Be careful right here now. Big increase on costs for prescription drugs will not be reported to the state. So, the legalized drug dealers are pretty much trying to now compete with the other legalized drug dealers, which is the marijuana industry. So you can't count the money in the marijuana industry. You can't tell how much money they made because of all the cash transactions.
Yes, sir.
They trying to make the same play. That's what the good old boys took all their money from the prison system and put it into these sectors because they know that's what the money is.
Wouldn't it be interesting though if we found the connection between fentanyl making its way into the unrestricted and non-legalized cannabis that's sold on the street in order to be a deterrent to individuals buying cannabis on the street?
Well, hold on. It's a lot going on. You got to realize that we don't produce the cannabis. So
go ahead.
We don't know if it's coming from the bell wrappers or the tree pickers.
That's the truth, bro.
And then second, when I thought about it, me being, doing me for a little minute, I remember back in the days when dudes used to spray raid on weed.
Come on, man.
And I was in the hood. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Come on, man.
So, you don't know. Like, even...
That's the truth.
And it really is a deterrent. It make people go to the dispensary. Whereas the dispensary is at a 40% increase of what you would get on the street.
That's the truth.
So yeah, definitely, definitely. So they taxing at the dispensary, y'all. Yeah. I was one of the first people to get a card. Yeah, I know. Why did I get a card? Because pain management had gave me these pills.
Right.
Pain. Working at trade winds.
Talk about that.
I'm walking 3 to 6 miles a night. My knees hurt. They give me these pills. I'm taking these pills for pain. For one, I'm already soft stomach, so I can't even take a whole pain pill. I took a whole, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Johnny. I be putting myself out here.
No,
man.
no, man. I
Listen,
understand
I
what you're
took a whole
saying.
room before I swear one night I was at Bayfront talking about this over with. So I'm already, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't tolerate it.
Hey, Jab, it turned sideways on you.
Man, my wife will tell you now I was at Bayfront. Like, hey, man,
that thing turned
I need
sideways.
to be on the monitor. What's gonna happen? So,
yes, sir.
the pills, my stomach, it's hard for me to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to my doctor. I'm like, man, I believe in going to see what's wrong with me. Opioid-induced constipation.
Yep, that's what killed Elvis Presley.
Now I gotta get him. Hey, he died on the toilet.
That's what killed Elvis Presley, bro.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's what
so
killed
now
Elvis
y'all
Presley.
giving me a stool softener with the pills.
Yeah.
And a muscle relaxer that
yeah.
I definitely can't take that because I sleep for 19 hours.
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm supposed to take 4 of these a day.
Right.
So I went and got a medical marijuana card. The first thing that happens is you gotta pay a doctor to get a prescription. You gotta pay the state of Florida to get a license. Then you gotta go pay for your prescription. So now it came as actually more of a financial burden because what? It's high as hell.
Does cannabis carry excise tax? It should carry excise tax, right?
I don't know. They can't tax it if they ain't federalized. I guess it's state tax, yes. It's a state tax, not a federal. You know what I mean? So my conclusion for that was, dang, these people will literally pay for me.
It does, Jab.
They'll pay for me 100 of these vitamins.
Hey, Jab. For retail sales of cannabis or cannabis products made beginning January 1st, 2023, cannabis retailers must collect the 15% excise tax. So, yep, that answers that. So now that's on top of it. Yeah.
That's the bomb. That's the press game. Hey, y'all got that payment? I can dig it.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
All right, man. Hey, but that's a little bit into that. But you know, the death penalty no longer requires an unanimous jury vote. 8 out of 12. My son is at jury duty right now. I had to go 2 weeks ago. They ain't picked me. I was there for it, boy. Boy, I'd have been Harry in there, boy. When I take off and run, you better come with me.
Hey, listen, shout out to all the people doing their civic duty, man, and jury duty.
Man, I was there for it. Boy, I wanted them to pick me, boy. Hey, man, I had it already figured out, man. They ain't paying for $15 a day, boy. But if I can get one of us, let's go. So my son there right now.
Right on.
That's funny, bro. But to be real about that, the odds of them picking 2 people in one house with jury duty is very rare. And they showed me that it's somebody in that Pinellas County jail, one of us, that's looking for a jury of spirit. So we got to take that serious.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's looking for some up. He's looking for his peers, bro.
Yeah.
Fighting for his life, y'all.
Yeah, that's what it's at.
Florida State Guards. The ones that knock your goals out and put them in the jar. The kids know that. That the big third generation redneck go get them goals out of the mouth. Boy, you talking slick. Boy, I ain't got a pickle jar full of that. You ain't got to be a prisoner here. This story. Number of members will increase more than triple to 1,500. And they'll also use them to assist in weather emergencies. That's a militia. Menstrual hygiene products in schools. 9/11. In the midst of it cannot be a stop woke. You cannot have Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Bob Marley picture in the classroom at all. But they had just implemented where teachers would give 45 minutes of time in class to go over the events of 9/11.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was a history teacher, a high school history teacher, we had to do in the state of Florida. They have something called Victims of Communism Day, and you have to do Holocaust Remembrance Day. I think I kind
of. I read an article about that.
Yeah. I spun mine though, but when I talked about the victims of communism, I talked about the Nazis. And all of the Nazis that were killed by the Red Army and all the Nazis that were killed by the other armies that were fighting on behalf of the people, they were the victims of communism. Hitler was the victim of communism. Berlin was a victim of communism. Rome, Mussolini, and the fascists were victims of communism. So, yeah, you can teach the victims of communism day, but however it shall be taught. And when I taught the Holocaust Remembrance Day, King Jam, I talked about the Jewish resistance movements in Warsaw, Poland, and throughout Eastern Europe, and how they took up arms against their oppressors.
How they got it in.
Come on now.
People don't never talk about how they got it in. Hey, right behind the teachers got to teach about 9/11.
Yes, sir.
Books must be removed from any school within 5 days if there's a complaint about certain types of content.
Ain't that something?
If you're a parent and you got a child in anybody's school, and you are not an active member of something, these people are not there to babysit your kids.
That's right.
And even if you think that, if you ain't gonna never go there and watch after them, you even worse of a fool. The political parties, Democrats and Republicans, have took their fight to our school boards, within our school boards, and it's an attack on our school. I say this, I stand on this. I'm waiting on somebody to say, hey, let's talk about this, but we sat around and watched the entire Lakewood High School staff be dismantled. No one spoke, gave any accountability to any of the parents. Because if you got a high school senior and you don't know if this joker will graduate, why in the hell is you renting Tesla for prom?
Come on now.
If you ain't checked this boy portal. And he ain't got 2 Spanish classes, you know he.
That's the truth,
so
brother.
If you got time to find and rent a luxury vehicle, you should have before that check that portal to make sure you're on track. And it's crazy because if you're checking the portal at prom, you should really Michael Jackson slap the hell out yourself. For real. like for real. If that's your first time,
right.
Checking, you should really, all right. Ooh,
you listen to the voice of the people on 99 Jams, Carol Festa Radio, WUJM 99.1 FM. Call in and join us, 727-637-2416. That's 727-637-2416. We're on with King Jab and the voice of the people.
And we got Brother Johnny here, man, with the, I'm going to sample that. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to write that back now.
Anytime,
I'll give you intellectual rights.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
We'll talk about cut sheet. Pronouns.
Ooh, yeah.
New law: transgender students cannot be addressed by their preferred pronoun by school staff. Students are limited as to which restaurant they can use. That's been a big deal. I got my Morehouse thing right here. You know, it was a big deal before my son actually went to Morehouse.
Shout out to Morehouse.
Oh, man. His freshman induction ceremony at Morehouse. I knew that's where he needed to be at. You know what I mean? It was I gotta get my footage, bro. I got so much footage in this phone right here.
I'm getting chills now, man, because I know exactly what you're talking about. When they lock arms and they hold hands and show how they used to have to do to keep the Klan off the campus. when they had the lock arms to keep the Klan off the campus. Oh yeah, I know. My nephew went to Morehouse, so yeah, I'm very familiar.
Yeah, bro, that made me feel real good about school board member term limits. It's cut from 12 years to 8. Shout out to my favorite school board member right now, Miss Sheila. We smelling like weed fitting on the opioids, right? I'm still coming, baby. I'm still coming. Now it ain't over. It ain't over.
Well, you have to be careful, especially when you represent a state institution, because we have something called the American with Disabilities Act. And with the American with Disabilities Act, people with disabilities can't be discriminated against, and neither can they have their businesses discriminated against because they have a disability. So you have to be very careful. Sometimes you end up setting what Bob said, whosoever dig at the pit, fall in it, bury in it.
Especially when you're removing one of the few services in the black community.
Be careful.
So, yeah.
A service that can easily, that easily teams with the individuals who provide
we just said that parents need to be involved, so they got to get fingerprints.
Come on now. Not just that, we're talking about people who work on behalf of preventing human trafficking.
Man, we ain't gonna go down that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening. To be real with you, bro, that this whole situation has been enlightening because I really was told I was told that I don't have to even explain myself. Like I got SROs, coaches, staff members,
level 2 volunteers,
willing to come. Because see, you be right on here. He knows they don't want me to talk anyway.
Good afternoon.
Because my speech gonna be very.
Good afternoon, Michelle. Good afternoon, Sharonda. How are you? Good morning, rather. We're still in the morning time.
Very, very much so disrespectful.
Hey, brother KJ, can I get 90 seconds from you real quick?
Man, right.
Just want to say that shout out to all the men on the line. I want to make sure that all the men know that it's summertime, bro. And summertime is what? Summertime means sundress season. And sundress season means what? Cake. And when you think of summertime and you think of sundresses and you think of cake, you need to think of Renee's specialties and favorites, bro. Because cake needs to be on your mind. And you talking about individuals, bro. We're talking about Sister Michelle Blue, who can provide catering, can provide special events, can provide when you booed up, because she caked up and you booed up, make sure you actually grab a cake. Check out Renee's specialties on Facebook and on Instagram. Hit up Sister Michelle Blue, who's a big supporter of the 99.1, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and now Voice of the People. Can we get some sweets in here, Sister Michelle?
Up on that. Yeah, man, we need some I'm trying to, I'm on some tarts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, listen. Man, and I seen another lady that do the say the word for me, bro.
What's that? Confectioners?
The charcuterie boards.
Oh yes, charcuterie boards. Yes. Come on now.
I seen another lady doing that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use all y'all. You know what I mean? For honey night. Man.
Listen. Come on now, brothers. Put us in, brother King Jam.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. For honey night, man.
That's
it. All the black businesses. Yo.
That's it. When you think of cake, when you see that sundress and you think of cake, think of Renee's special.
And everybody could put on COVID weight, man. That little bit of COVID weight helps.
Listen, now what? That COVID weight, feel it out, didn't it? Hey, listen. Hey, kids, that COVID weight, feel it out, bro. COVID weight, the best thing happening to some jeans.
I hear you.
COVID weight had stuff moving. Wasn't never moving before.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about. Right on.
I don't even want to talk about the rest of them laws. Man. Y'all gonna look them. Y'all look them up yourself. Hey man, listen. This is important, man, and I want to run through this because I'm all about the bag, man.
Yes, sir.
I follow the money, and I wish I wish for us all to have bags that's heavy as bowling balls.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want you to have a bowling ball in your purse when you come next week. Let's
Right
get some
on.
money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got a list of companies that are relocating to St. Petersburg, Florida.
Mm.
One of the biggest problems we got in St. Petersburg is people really don't work in St. Pete.
Hmm.
We don't have no commerce.
Mm.
Conversation me and Brother Yubi had. That
Okay.
forces the city to really cannibalize the citizens. They have to, we don't have no industry.
Shout out to Brother Yubi.
So these new corporations coming to St. Pete, talk to your kids
Mm-hmm.
in school, young adults. Let's get prepared to go get this bag.
Mm-hmm.
Pod roll. I'm trying to go to exactly what they use. Pod roll uses transcription and contextual matching with artificial intelligence engineers to drive listeners to the next level, next relevant podcast in all podcasting applications.
Come on now.
This company coming to St. Pete. And those applications include Spotify and Apple.
Mm.
Another company called Hattie. This company does 3D furniture printing concepts, and they're moving in the Marine Arts Center.
Mm. Yeah, Morian. Yeah, Morian Arts Center. Yes, yes, sir.
20,000 square foot, so they pretty much print 3D furniture out of bio material.
Biodegradable.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah,
green.
yeah.
It's going green, green.
I'm glad you're here with me. Reynolds, a publicity trading company using artificial intelligence to find clinical diagnostic solutions for kidney disease.
Mm.
Webull. I use Webull.
Mm-hmm.
It's an online trading platform. Webull is what people use for their cryptocurrency.
Okay.
They come to St. Pete. Relic tickets.
Hold on. But King Jab, just put it in reverse real quick. Now, explain Webull one more time. You say that it's what people use for cryptocurrency?
It's an online trading platform.
Okay.
For cryptocurrency.
My sister is a banker. Okay. In Carolina. Okay. And she was saying years ago, she said, listen, cryptocurrency is a wave of the future. But what you need to invest in is not the currency itself alone, but the infrastructure by which the currency can be traded. Would you agree? Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That was her word, infrastructure. Infrastructure.
So this is the reason why I'm going down.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Behind the ball game,
yes, sir.
Bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We be behind, but we're gonna get in there somewhere.
Right on.
Relic tickets, a smart ticket system on blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's used to trade. That's what it's called, block trade.
Okay.
What we just talking about is called blockchain.
Okay.
For event venues relocated to the city. So
we got a call.
Let's talk about it. 'Cause I got some more jobs on there. Put it up there. Okay, so hit speaker.
Okay.
Right down on the board, right there. That red next to it, turn it green. All right.
We on? We up?
Nope. Hello, caller, you on the app?
Hello?
Okay, there we go.
Yes, sir, caller, you on the app?
How y'all brothers doing?
All right, brother.
What's
how are you?
All righty.
Outstanding.
On the topic of the Webull, it's not just a cryptocurrency trading platform. You can trade stocks on it too. And then the other thing is, you're absolutely right about the infrastructure. The cryptocurrency, and I think I said this before, the cryptocurrency is nothing but the cars. Nobody cares about the cars. They might be here today and gone tomorrow. What they care about is the interstate that the cars are running on, the infrastructure that the car, because whoever controls the interstate can control the flow of the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't see none of these millionaires. If they buy all the cryptocurrency, if it was really worth stuff, they would let you get it.
That is true.
Well, why would they let you get it?
Mm-hmm.
What they want is the highway that it rides on. Because if I control the highway that it rides on, then I control your currency.
So, Brother Yubi, it's like when Ray Kroc said that we're not in the restaurant business, we're in the real estate business.
Real estate business. Exactly.
Right on, right on. Thank you so much.
If I control the real estate, you ain't got no choice but to buy my hamburger because they're in the best spot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go on through the list then, brother.
All right, y'all.
Appreciate it.
All right, now. Thank you much, Brother Yubi.
Hit the board. Turn off the board. Yellow. First one. All right, y'all. Get that back to red so we get called.
All right.
Bedrock. Hey man, y'all excuse me, bro, because sometimes you gotta when you're in the Maybach, you gotta tell them when to drive.
Hey, listen.
Hey, it's the way right there, so the window can come down.
Good morning, Dr. Jordan, Dr. Buster Jordan. Good morning, Dr. Jordan.
All right, so Bedrock. It's a cloud-based supplier enabled solution company.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
they're coming from Tampa to St. Pete. Phosphorus Solutions. It's a sustainable fertilizer startup founded in State College, Pennsylvania. This company focuses on developing technologies to enhance efficiency and reduce the environmental impact of phosphorus. So
we just had the Mosaic,
attack on the red tide.
Yeah, Mosaic. You remember we just had the phosphorus mound in Mosaic, and it gets kicked off to the red tide. They got to keep these beaches clean, bro.
Engineered fluids.
Okay.
Ride with me. They specialize in creating cooling fluid systems for customers ranging from cryptocurrency miners to electric vehicle manufacturers. So what they telling you is they making the Freon or whatever fluids they using to keep the electric vehicles cool and those cryptocurrency miners. Because you know that miner brings a lot of power.
And I wonder if they're gonna stay with R134A or they're gonna switch to another one.
They need to put that right by the phosphorus company. Y'all look out for that. Right next door. I'm telling you right now. Right next door. Innovative Learning. A startup that creates e-course learning courses.
I'm familiar with Innovative.
I don't even want to put this out.
Yeah, I work with
Sharonda, man. We got to get on it.
Go ahead.
They got e-course learning for businesses.
Yes.
We got to get ahead of them.
I work with Innovative. I worked with Innovative before, man.
So that's actually where I'm going, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to do that. Like I want to do exactly what they said. Creative e-learning courses for business. My first e-learning course that I'm almost done with is my tax training course.
Awesome.
And I'm all right.
Sister Sharonda, the call was made.
Oh man, she was texting me before. I had to tell I was on there. She was shooting at me. Hold on, we live now, dog.
Man, you know the beautiful thing about us, man, as a people, if you travel to West Africa, the women run the marketplace. The men don't run the marketplace. We're different, man. They can't give us the same rule when they talk about the patriarchy and all that madness. They can't give us them same rules, man. We're not from there. You know, we come from a place where the women run commerce and business, man. We got the game from our mamas.
Okay, hold on now. Come on.
Go ahead.
These companies located in Tampa.
Okay.
Wellness Living, a Toronto-based software company focused on health and wellness industry. Consortium, the cannabis company that's DBN under the Fluent brand because they trying to fight with True Leave, which is owned by
Nikki
Free.
Nikki Free, Nikki Free.
Man, listen, we talking about we put the Coquina keyboards in jail while the director of agriculture is partnered with True Leave.
Yes, sir.
Which your other partner is with Morgan and Morgan.
Yes, sir.
And they got the monopoly on dispensaries in Florida.
Biggest legal firm in the nation.
But she was the sitting director of agriculture and an investor. So she giving out the license and
come on now.
Let me keep going.
Yeah, that ain't double dipping, is it?
Ice people do what they want. Venue, the global ticketing tech company.
Yes,
AutoSlide, a manufacturer of automatic doors based in Australia.
It's a global ticketing tech.
Global ticketing tech.
So with all the tech that's going up, you got to put these tickets in, don't you? Come on, somebody got to fix the car.
I'm trying to tell you. And Merit Logistics, which is a national third-party logistics provider. That means we'll have brokers right here in St. Pete in the area. That's very, very, very good. 2 grants, y'all. We got 2 grants that just opened up to my business women listening. Y'all dig this up, and bring it back. Let's see what we can do with it. Biden-Harris administration opened the first round of $85 million competitive grant programs to fund digital construction technology that save time and money. So look at what it says: fund digital construction technology that save time and money. We do what we do. Let's get in there and wiggle, y'all.
That's it.
Department of Economic Opportunity announces a $75 million available through the Florida Job Growth Grant. Shout out, I said Sharonda, we was taking back and forth because payroll providers, man.
Come on now.
I've been watching Paul Revere and this man for about a year and a half, man. Put your business on a payroll provider. If you're a business owner, pay yourself through a payroll provider and get you a W-2 from your business at the end of the year.
Listen up, guys.
Make plays.
Free game. Listen up.
The plays that we can make will be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because you're technically showing a personal income and a business income. So with the job growth things like this here, it's for, you know what I mean? We go dig it up. Y'all go dig it up, see what the qualifications is. Let's go get some money and get you a payroll provider. Why? Because when you come to me in a year, hey, I need you to do my taxes.
Right.
Why I owe that much? If you have made $75,000 and you ain't getting understand nothing. Now, that's just it. It ain't not even going to it. Pay your taxes, bro. Any good tax preparer go get some of that back for you. Even if you ain't got no dependents. If you got dependents, if you got kids that are 17 and up, man, if they still in your house, they can be in college. That's cool. Okay, I'm jumping. Another thing we got to stop doing with our kids, stop not filing them kids so that they can get their taxes filed. Because the tax preparers is they doing it wrong because they don't want to, they can't charge you. Claim that child, that 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old child is still in your household. You claim that child because you're leaving thousands off the table so they can get $175 back. And the only difference is they can still file their taxes. They just can't e-file their taxes. So you take their tax return and mail it in. Bro, I tell my people, hey, your daughter tax return $175, man. When you get your money, man, get that baby $400. You know, when that $175 come back, it's plenty in your account.
You listen to $1 million worth of game on WUJM 99.1, the voice of the people. This is King Jab riding with you. $1 million worth of game. Break it down,
man,
for us,
I'm giving it right now. So yeah, that's something that I see, and I get it. These kids are working at 17, 18, and they I want to file my taxes. And a tax preparer is not going to tell you. They're going to say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna just I'll do his and I'll do yours."
Right.
Because it's in their best interest to charge both of them. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It ain't in their best interest to get as much money in the household as possible. It's in their best interest to charge both of y'all. So now, if I put that child on your tax return, and your tax return will go from $1,800 to $4,200, I can't e-file that child, so I can't charge for that return.
Right on.
I do those for free.
Listen.
Because I still want that kid to get the experience of filing their taxes.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Well, we got 10 minutes.
An invaluable resource. It flies, brother. It flies.
10 minutes.
King Jab, you see Ryan Mallett pass at 35 years old, accidental drowning.
Okay. I don't like to make life or death.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching Wakanda,
Mm.
and seeing the underwater Spanish people, and the submersible situation,
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Mallett, you ain't have no business in that dang old water. We need to take a break from the water, man. Leave the earth alone. Stay out of the ocean, man. Because just stay out of it,
It's
man.
really the final frontier, brother. It's really the final frontier.
It is, but right now, it ain't for us. Just go on, man. Stay your peace. Go there. Put your feet in the water. You ain't got no business swimming way out there, man.
Hey, King Jab, you see that they say that killer whales are now training other killer whales to take down boats
and laughing. They ain't eating them. They just running away laughing, man. Stay from out there. For real, man. Like, and then the story, the article said that during the pandemic, people was doing too much on the water.
Yeah,
they got, hey man, y'all in our hood, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all get from around here. For real, y'all get from around here. Pay attention now.
So they done roll from the 50s to the Hoovers.
Yeah, like,
they done roll from the 50s to the Hoovers.
Like,
in a bad spot.
We just go shoot the car, man. We don't care who in there, bro. We don't care who in there, man. I told y'all last time, don't come around here, man. Hey, man, I want to read one more story then before I go let Brother Johnny take me on the West Coast. He promised to take me on the West Coast. And that's crazy because this morning I got up. If y'all go to YouTube, Google XCon. And it got an XCon. Shout out to my brother Dally. It's on YouTube. A song called Dirty Ball and Cat. Y'all tell me how my verse is in that.
You say XCon, bro. I know you was explaining the other day on the Tempe Breakfast Club when we were talking about music. Mm-hmm. And you were talking about XCon as an institution in this area that people they saw the power of. So they said, listen, we got to move on this quickly.
Oh yes, man, listen. And to connect with the West Coast, like we went, half of the album was done in California.
Mm.
Like we listened to that beat, that song,
mm-hmm.
"Dirty Ball and Cats" by XCon,
mm-hmm.
West Coast beat.
Shout out to
really gonna be like, dang, that thing was hard. If you go back and listen to that beat,
yes, sir.
Yeah. I went and pulled them out, man. We like to say, we.
Mm-hmm.
But we went out there and sat down with my OG, the dudes that started me in the game rapping. Like these are the first dudes that I've ever started doing music with, and I was in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And we picked them up. We brought them here first.
Mm-hmm.
We brought them from Cali to St. Pete first, and we picked them up. And we in the car on the way from the airport. I put in some cash money.
Shout out to Cash Money.
Straight to Manny Fresh.
Man, Cash Money. Look,
I said, boy, we want this.
We got to chop this up one time, Jab. One time we have more time. Mm-hmm. The impact, the production impact of
my number one producer, bro, I give it up in the world is Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh is
I challenge anyone because you will not find nobody that did complete bodies of work. Mm-hmm. That was all Manny on 400. Mm-hmm. All right.
And a musician at that. They sleep on that. You know, they think the individual's just using machines, man, to synthesize. Manny Fresh is a musician. Manny Fresh a cold pianist, bro. A cold keyboardist, bro.
No help till they brought Jazzy Bell.
That's true.
They suck. That's why he can't do no more beats. He gave his soul.
Yeah.
Cash Money, bro.
Yeah. I think when you talk about keyboardists and you talk about somebody like a brother from P-Funk, man, Parliament Funkadelic, you know, the brother who did Flashlight, man. Flashlight was done just on the keyboard and no other instrument but keyboards on Flashlight, man. I mean, just the sound. But you throw Manny right in there, man. You got to throw Manny right in there with Herbie Hancock, you know, and just he's a great. He's a great.
Man, back that ass up.
Yep.
Manny, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen. If you ain't never heard that song played in the state of Louisiana, listen, if they play it at a wedding, okay, brother Dolly, we in New Orleans at a wedding, right?
Yes, sir. Shout out to New
Right, you know,
Orleans, man.
I'm riding.
Bernie Worrell was the brother I talking about.
So we in the wedding, and they turn on that boom. What I'm talking about, the chair, the table,
Yes,
boom
sir.
back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was like, oh my.
Yeah, man.
I was like, oh my. Hey, boy, listen, they got it in,
Man,
boy.
that's the truth, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And another dude, like when we okay, so my dude that I was working with, overdose. That's who did a lot of ex-con stuff. Mm-hmm. His influence was Battle Cat.
Okay. Yeah.
People don't know Battle Cat was the influence behind that G-Funk sound.
Mm-hmm.
Battle Cat was the equivalent to, I would say, like Cam Pony G.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Yep.
You know when you feel like even your blues have blues? If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Okay. All right. Like we had so, Bobby Rushkin.
Yeah. Well, listen, that song gets stuck in your head.
My fault, listeners. I apologize. Hey, listen, man. I'm a newbie. I'm a new jack.
No, that actually wasn't you. That was, we getting queued up for the next show. You
okay.
Know what I mean? So it come in early.
All right. I got you.
Yes, sir. No big deal.
But you were talking about Battle Cat, man, and World Class Wrecking Crew and them brothers like that, man. Put it together like that real hard, man.
Yeah. Go listen to that song, Dirty Ball and Cats. YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Listen to some of the work that we put in back then. Before I go, Big Lick, Little Lick. Oh no, man! No. This is not important.
No, King Jab, because you on one right now, bro. You on one right now, man. And we're talking about a cultural arts and culture, bro, that came from cultures, man. Shout out to the Kiwi and the Damu Nation around the world. But we're talking about brothers and sisters, man, who didn't necessarily go to art school, but just on the strength that they took from Mississippi and Louisiana and Chicago and Florida and Alabama when they went out west, man.
Oh,
and they bought that culture and they merged that culture with that Western culture, because it merged with Mexican culture. It merged with Chicano culture. All of this merged together, man. Yeah, and that's what gave us. It gave it to us, brother.
Man, that Mexican culture took that 808. Oh, what?
Man, bro, listen.
And all right,
they can put it down
right into their cultural music.
That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. Chicano, man. That's it. All day long, man. Yeah. That's Vato culture all day long, man. It pump like that.
Hey,
but
man.
That's us, man.
I that's one thing I loved about growing up in California. My high school sweetheart, I was with this girl pretty much till I left. Came back to St. Pete with Samoa.
Okay. Samoan sisters.
So her brothers, ironically, all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I
shout out to our Samoan sisters.
I love the Samoan culture because
warriors.
They warriors.
Yeah, man. They're bang.
And they love people. The Booyah Tribe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
They wrote music. My producer worked with them. That's what I was going with. And I kind of linked them.
Mm-hmm.
I was dealing with my producer and dealing with her. They came back around. I'm like, hey man, we want to go. And he did a couple tracks with him.
Okay.
So what we doing? We gonna prep. We gonna do.
Yeah.
We gonna do.
And we pit hard against our close time. We pit hard against the hour.
We gonna do our top 10 producers tomorrow.
That sounds like a plan, brother. That sounds like a plan.
I wasn't gonna come in, but I'm coming in. We gotta get this going on.
All right.
And we got
any closing thoughts in this 1 minute, brother Jab? King Jab.
My closing thoughts. My closing thoughts will always go be the NACA loan, NACA.com. Go in there and sign up for the workshop. If you're not a homeowner, this is going to be our call to buy back our hood. Down payment assistance. Go through the program, man. Go buy you some land.
Right on.
You can build it from the ground. They'll give you the money to buy it and rehab it. You can do multi-families. So many options. On project gentrification, the programs out there to help us.
Come on now.
All right. I want to see y'all in the workshop August 26th because I want to put a support group behind it to help all of us get through it.
Yes, sir.
You've
been listening to The Voice of the People. This is King Jab on WJM 99.1 Carafesta Radio, the voice of the people. Thank you so very much, Brother King Jab, and we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Agape Soul Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulboutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul Boutique today.
Tonight.